The episode begins with Bong-hwan, trapped in Queen Kiran's body, running through the dark city. Suddenly, a masked assailant appears, blocking her path and pointing a sword at her. Bong-hwan thinking, "Is this a robbery? Why me? I don't even have modern cash." Panicked, Bong-hwan offers coins in an attempt to bribe the assailant, but he remains silent. Before the situation escalates, Kim Byong-in, the queen's loyal adopted cousin, intervenes. A sword fight ensues, showcasing Byong-in's skill as he protects the queen. The masked man retreats into the shadows, leaving Byong-in suspicious about his true identity. Flashback past connections reveals war moments between the queen and Kim Byong. In their earlier days, a flashback that shows some kind of relationship between the queen and him trying to show his love to her in rock bottom point of her. And this moment we know how much the queen in disturbing point in her life, and can't trust anyone attention. And she told him she doesn't like to be the queen anymore, and he show that he with her in any decision she will take. And we know their relationship was evolving more than the formal ways. The kitchen takeover. Bong-hwan wakes up with a hangover and craves modern comfort food like ramen. Disappointed with the bland palace dishes, he tried to make the head chef make ramen, but the chef couldn't do it like the modern days, even after doing it over and over, but the queen couldn't eat it. He storms into the royal kitchen, much to the chef's dismay. The head chef, "Your Highness, this is highly improper. The royal kitchen is sacred." Bong-hwan, "Sacred? You call this bland mess sacred? Let me show you how it's done." Bong-hwan amazes the kitchen staff with modern cooking techniques, like whipping egg whites and searing meats. The chef becomes furious, accusing Bong-hwan of disrespecting centuries-old traditions. However, Bong-hwan sets his sights on impressing the Grand Queen Dowager, hoping to gain her favor. And that won't come until he uses all of his cooking techniques to gain the old queen validation to get her to accept to fill the lake again, cause he think if he can fill it and jump in it, he can get back to his body in the future. And after making his best to make a perfect ramen, he even impressed the head chef that couldn't hidden his appreciation tears after eating some of the ramen. After making the ramen, she eat it in her queen room, and after that the king visit her to make sure if she know him from the last night, but no signs that she do. So he left, and then Kim Byong visit her to make sure she is fine. It was unclear for Bong-hwan the relationship between the queen and him, but after a while he start to get it, and also he start to remember what happened last night when he was drunk. Back at the palace, the head chef challenges Bong-hwan to prove his worth in a cooking duel. The challenge: create a dish that reflects tradition with a unique twist. Bong-hwan crafts a fusion dish, incorporating modern plating techniques and bold flavors. The dish amazes the judges, and Bong-hwan is declared the winner, cementing his reputation in the palace. The head chef, grumbling, "This isn't over, Your Highness. I will uphold our traditions." In the other side, the king was waiting for the queen to make sure again if she remember any of the assassination from yesterday, and if she remembers any of the things that she heard in the meeting between the king and the Allays, but again no signs that she remember. After that they get to the bedroom, and once they sleep, we know the king had a bad past. After the old queen family assassinate all of his family, he trapped in this nightmare, and the queen waked him up. In the next day, he didn't want to talk about his nightmare, and after that the queen visited the archer area and saw that the king's concubine their practice. That's when she wanted to ask her about what happened in the lake, but she told her that she tried to suicide and she have no hand with that. Late in the day, she know the old queen couldn't eat her food, and she saw that as her opportunity to gain the admiration of the old queen. Fish recipe for the Grand Queen Dowager. Determined to leave a mark, Bong-hwan works on a fish recipe inspired by the beauty of a lake. Using fresh herbs and a citrus glaze, he presents the dish to the Grand Queen Dowager. Grand Queen Dowager, this dish it takes me back to the serenity of the lake. Moved, she grants Bong-hwan's request to refill the palace lake, a symbolic gesture of her approval. And the episode end when the king called the queen to sit and drink the tea with him. But Bong-hwan the queen suddenly remembered the event from yesterday after smell the tea that bring all of his memories back, and the king show us the knife he hide in his hand. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to watch the other episodes on the channel, and if you like to watch more, don't forget to subscribe and like. See you in the next video.